What's good, guys? So it's just a follow-up video. We're going to continue on this journey of my sort of recovery, road to recovery of my distal bicep tendon via hamstring graft keyhole, basically. So I hope you're still watching. If you haven't watched the previous video, I'd advise you to go back and watch my introductory video. Now, a lot of people, they just go through the weeks. I've noticed. If you look at a lot of videos out there on YouTube, they just sort of go through the weeks and just sort of ramble on and sort of how they feel. Or, oh, my biceps getting smaller. Oh, it's a big ego killer. And oh, I can't go out in public with a short sleeve t-shirt on. Well, let me tell you something. All right. So with a sling on, it's you're going to be wearing a lot of t-shirts and vests. So I've had to invest in a lot of vest tops. Obviously, I've been getting help getting into the shower, the bath, stuff like that. So even getting dressed, because I can't really put anything on one arm. The first week and the week and a half, you take this off and the arm will just drop because there's sort of no strength to keep it in that sort of position. It's not used to being in that position for so long. And you've got a frozen shoulder because asymmetrically you're keeping your shoulder in there for so long. So, you have to be sort of very wary in terms of what you're doing and sort of having a shower and just the little things that you can tweak and sort of add in just to make your recovery in your life a whole lot better, really. So I didn't really go over pain management within the previous video much. So, I spoke about the shot of morphine that they gave me in my mouth, and I've sort of discharged myself from the hospital. I don't regret it whatsoever because actually, it's teaching me to be independent. I don't like to rely on people. And yes, as nurses know what they're doing more than me. I'm not that stupid, but I'm not going to be jumping and doing jumping jacks at home. I'm going to be resting up and sort of doing what needs to be done. So I'm going to talk about pain management. I'm going to talk about the supplements that I've started to add in, the sort of foods that I've started to implement. I'm going to talk a little bit about hydration. I think this is all crucial before you actually start getting into the late weights, because if you leave it for too long, you're just setting yourself up for a flop, basically. You're just going to delay your full recovery. So why don't you just get everything sorted first hand within the first week? If you have to ask someone like a relative or a friend, give them the money, get these supplements or get the food that you want. Don't be so egotistical. Don't be so proud. Just do it, and you're going to reap the rewards. So we'll talk about pain management first. So cut the shit with the morphine. You're given codriamol and ibuprofen. I took that for about 6 days or 7 days. It started running out. Yeah, it did help. Obviously, it's an effective pain relief, but like I said, NHS is so disgusting. They tried charging me 10 quid for a week's supply of codriamol and ibuprofen. Absolutely disgusting. Now, I've just lost my job, so the company I used to work for went into recession, so I've actually not got any money coming in anyways. So for them to charge me £10 is absolutely disgusting. But, this isn't going to stop me going forward. I'm just sort of telling you my situation. Now, when that's run out, there's a lot of things you can do. So, caffeine, believe it or not, is actually a good temporary pain relief. What it does, it sort of vasoconstricts the blood vessels. So all it's just doing is just sort of numbing that pain, caffeine. So you can get caffeine from what I did. I took it in coffee form. I love a black coffee in the morning, but all I did was just have maybe a couple of cups of black coffee. Might have one in the morning, in the afternoon. That's about it. Excuse me. That's all I do. Some people might take it within pill form. That's entirely up to you. But I enjoyed a strong cup of black coffee in the morning. No milk, no sugar, no nothing, just black. It's the best. It's the most effective. Moving on from that. Excuse me. Pain relief. what you have to do, you know, once that runs out, because the only thing I took was caffeine. You just got to put up with it. You just got to put up with it, and you know, you can't be so you can't expect a miracle to just occur, because you know it's quite a serious injury. The surgery you just had is very serious, and all you got to do is just focus on your nutrition, your sleep, and your hydration. So we're going to discuss supplementation now. So, you know, I'm not an expert. I've got no degree. I'm not some fucking geek, you know, that thinks he knows it all because he's read a couple of books on nutrition. You know, I've studied nutrition myself. Studied fitness. Been doing it for 11 years now. So it doesn't look like it. Believe it, I have been doing it for 11 years. So there's a story behind that. So if you'd like to know about that, I can tell you within another video. But we'll leave that for another video. So I'll tell you the first one. And by the way, I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. I'm just telling you what I'm taking. First one, get yourself a good multivitamin. Multivitamin, you should be taking it anyway, but it's just an all-round supplement. It's just a safety net, just to ensure you get all your vitamins. So vitamin A, D, E, and C. All of the benefits, of every vitamin is all different. So it's got all the vitamins you want. So niacin, folic acid, vitamin B12. There's a variety of benefits to it. I also got this one with cod liver oil, which also got as an additional one. So it's also good for your joints, good for your skin. Just good for the brain. Fish oil and cod liver oil is good for the brain. When you've had an injury, the last thing you want to do is to let your brain get stagnant. You want to keep that healthy as well as your physicality. So highly recommended for multivitamin. And before you say, is it too expensive? No. This is a brand. This is a supermarket brand. This probably cost me for 90 tablets about £3. Okay, you take one a day, it says on the label, but I take 2 as an insurance policy. So if you imagine 7 days a week, that's 14. So that's a six week supply. That's a 6 week supply right there. Easy. Okay. Moving on, like I said, seven C's. Everyone takes the piss because old people usually, saying on the adverts are taking 7 C's, the 7 C's. If you know the advert, 7 C's, simply timeless omega-3 fish oil. Right, so it's also got vitamin D in it. So again, it's just an insurance policy. So it's good for your bones, your heart, and your vision. Okay. Now with the calcium, that's also good. Like I said, for the maintenance of your bones, and the vitamin D support, which is associated with calcium. So again, very cheap. 90 tablets. Could probably pick that up for about £5. You don't have to pick up 7 C's. You could pick up a supermarket brand. But if you have it, I'll give you one tip. Right, listen to this. If you go into a supermarket, sometimes they do deals. If you get multiples, so you can get 3 lots of tablets for the price of 2. So you can get multivitamin, cod liver oil, something else for the price of 2. So you go into the supermarket, make sure you look out and compare prices when you can. Cod liver oil, highly recommended. Next, BCAAs. For those of you who don't know, it stands for branch chain amino acids. Okay, so what this does is a hydration tool. Okay, the amino acids, which is made up of the building blocks of muscle, so valine, isoleucine, and isoleucine. Okay, these are the building blocks of the molecules that are associated with protein synthesis, and just sort of stuff that you take to retain muscle whilst you're maybe on a dieting phase or getting ready for competition. Why it's good for injuries is because, again, these are the sort of things that contain electrolytes as well. which will keep you hydrated throughout the day. And like I said, the amino acids are good for muscle retention. It also contains a specific brand. These BCAAs contain citrulline malate. Now, you can get that separately within pill form, but why would you not get it within a powder form and save yourself some money? And also, to be honest, I don't really like ingesting too many tablets anyway. Sort of makes me gag after a while. So, you know, you can take that. I've got a watermelon flavour. I love it. You know, I take a serving or 2 servings a day, put it in a 2 litre bottle of water, just drink it throughout the day. It's very simple. Okay, just keep this on hand. I highly recommend this. You know, like I said, your electrolytes, your sodium and your potassium, crucial for your electrolyte support. Okay, hydration, very important. You know, you're not using the muscle, so you want to retain as much muscle as possible. Okay, BCAAs, highly recommended. Finally, believe it or not, this is these synergistically work together. I've been taking this every day, bone broth, and I've supplemented with just additional collagen. Yeah, so they're both the same thing, but bone broth is a form of collagen. Bone broth is a form of type 1 and type 3 collagen. So this sort of thing is this comes from sort of grass-fed sort of cows or you know, sort of beef bones and stuff like that. So you know what this does is sort of the collagen itself is good for your skin, it's good for your tendons. You know, it's the sort of thing which is good for vegans. So if you're a vegan, this protein is perfect. Why I chose this one, if you look at a lot of bone broths out there, they don't have any protein whatsoever. But you know, just 1 scoop of this contains 22 grams of protein. It's a very small scoop, so I highly recommend this. It tastes like shit, it's unflavoured, but what I do, I put it in a blender. I haven't got a NutriBullet, I've got something else. Put it in a blender, water, maybe some ice, and then I'll put some fruit in there. You know, just to avoid that flavour and give it more of a smoothie taste. I might even add some vegetables like a bit of spinach or a little bit of kale. You know, just mix it up every now and then. I mean, the other day I had a mango smoothie of this. I didn't even taste this at all. Again, you can get creative with this. I made a soup out of this actually. So what I did, I got this, right, put it in the blender, got some water, I got a little bit of turmeric powder, which is good for you know, anti-inflammation. The sort of health benefits there, sort of avoiding inflammation. Turmeric. I've got fenugreek, which is good for your testosterone. You know, all these little spices you can put in there, pepper, a little bit of garlic. I've got some Himalayan salt, and then I used an oxo cube and sort of some thickening agent, just to thicken it up and turn it into sort of a thicker sort of water. So when I actually make it into like a soup-like texture, all I've got to do is just I can put it onto this stove, or if I'm really lazy, I can just put it in the microwave, and there you go. I've blended it up, and I've got a soup that is probably better than the shop bought market soups that contain a lot of bullshit E numbers and whatnot. So you know, very versatile, and bone broth. And again, supplement it with additional collagen because you know, you know, you're not going to be using your arms or your your body as much. So all you want to do is keep your sort of bones and everything else healthy. So collagen, this also contains type 1 and type 3, but again, it also contains type 2. Now, with this, like I said, it's good for skin function. So, you know, it is a protein collagen, so it's good for your skin, joints, bones, blood vessels, and like I said, the connective tissues, which do need support during this time. So you might see a lot of people as they get older to supplement with collagen. And you always wonder why they're in skin products and stuff like that, why they look so young. Collagen, trust me. Supplement with collagen when you've had tendon injuries. So believe it or not, these are the only things that I'm taking. I have actually just run out. What I used to take as well was chewable vitamin C, just like in a sort of tablet form, just chew it throughout the day. But again, you know, it's not overly important. I can sort of get my vitamin C from multivitamin. that I have, and also I can supplement it with the food I'm taking, sort of oranges, tangerines, kale, that sort of stuff that is really high in vitamin C, right? Vegetables and fruit, got a lot and abundant of vitamins, okay? So yeah, that's the supplement side. So, you know, I'm not sure if you're surprised on that, but I recommend that you get these within the first week because it will help you a lot, okay? Moving on from this, hydration, okay? Apologies for that. I spoke about supplementation. Now I want to talk to you guys about hydration. Now I mentioned about the 2 litre bottle of water. That's a benchmark. You know, get a 2 litre bottle of water. You know, and you don't have to force yourself to have it all in one go. Just have it throughout the day. Hydration is important just to saturate the muscles, the cells. You know, it's good for your health as well. I mean, our body's made up of what? Well, don't quote me on this, 70, 80% of water. So hydration is always key regardless of whether you're injured or not. Okay, I'd recommend, well, it depends on your body weight. I'm bigger than average, as you can see, so I probably take between 2.5 to 3 litres of water a day. If I was in my prime, meaning if I had no injuries and I was 100% and I was training hard, I'd probably go up to about 5 to 6 litres a day. It's not difficult. You've got to make the time for it and you've got to put the effort in to do this. Moving on from that, sleep. Right, sleep. You're going to have shit sleep within the first week, okay? That's inevitable. The pain management, you know, you take your pills that you're given by, that you're prescribed by the nurses, okay? You know, it is a piss take how much you've got to pay, but just take them. And it will all subside within a week or maybe 9, 10 days, okay? You have to put yourself in a stress-free environment. I mean, that's difficult as well if you've got kids or, you know, you might have sort of responsibilities in terms of you maybe have to pay a mortgage or, you know, something in your life, maybe a bereavement, I don't know. You know, the injury itself is a stress, but you have to, you know, maintain as much peace as possible. You know, create a happy, peaceful environment. You know, with your friends, your family. You know, make sure you know you're watching things or you're reading a book, keeping your mind occupied. Keep your mind occupied. Keep your mind stimulated. Okay, just you know, try to enjoy the journey, not the end goal. People that look at the end goal too soon get very demoralised, and I can speak from personal experience. Just enjoy the journey and see this as a sort of wake-up call as you're getting stronger. Okay, so we've spoken about supplementation, hydration, and we spoke about sleep. Apologies, sleep, hydration, and supplementation. When you're even going into sort of 8 to 10 weeks, I haven't got there yet, but when you're going into these periods, you have to um, keep this dry, right? So you know, for this, it's very difficult to have a shower. It's very difficult to have a bath, right? So a lot of people would just say, "Oh yeah, you know," so they won't actually tell you what's actually happening under the cover. So I've had a shit time with this. So um, you have to take this off because obviously, you know, you do need to wash. This is going to get extremely wet. So when you take it off, you have to be conscious to keep this up. You know, your arms can be very weak. What I've actually come up with is a sort of plastic sling. Let me just get that for you 2 seconds. I'll show you what that looks like. There you can see. Look at this. I can't do it myself, but take this off, put it around, and then obviously the arm is like that. You know, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to be holding my arm up like this all the time, like a retard. So why not put it in a plastic carrier bag sling, and it can be like that naturally, and I can have a shower in a more natural position. Again, do that for the bath, but first week we're going to go through hell because for me personally, bending that knee to get into the shower, the bath was a killer. So I've been having a bath and shower every 2 days. Can't wash my hair because I'll get the left arm wet. You're not advised to get the arm wet because it can cause infection. Now, I've unfortunately got the arm wet during this process, leading up to nearly a month now. So they've had to give me tablets. So when they've taken the dresses off, they've noticed that the scar, sort of it's all gushy. So I've had to put iodine on it, and then just sort of take these tablets four times a day for 7 days. It really is a ball ache, but it's not a lot I can do, to be honest, and that's about it. So we're taking them, and yeah. So we covered supplementation, hydration, having a shower, bath. Just be careful when you have a bath or shower, not to get your affected arm wet, or your leg. The leg for me was a lot less severe because it was advised to sort of take the bandage off and promote oxygen to that scar, versus this, which is a major. I've got a major scar here going up from nearly the top, nearly my shoulder. So the whole bicep going right through to the middle of the forearm. Okay, so I spoke about supplementation. I'll keep reiterating in case I forget. Supplementation, hydration, sleep, showers and baths, keeping clean. Okay, now when you're getting dressed, you got to put your ego to one side. You've got to get someone to help you with that as well. So, for me, I couldn't even bend my legs to put on a bunch of fucking boxers. So what I did for the first week, I didn't even wear boxers or shorts. I just put trousers on or jogging bottoms, and I have to put a t-shirt or vest top on, even up to now, because can't really put a jacket on or anything like that to sort of get my arms in. So you can imagine it's been a very cold experience for me, but fuck it, it is what it is. So gonna move on, yeah. Physio. Now you have to keep up with your physio every day. You can have it once a week, or if you're lucky and have the money, I'd advise you go twice a week. The little things that I've been doing for myself personally. Okay, I'll just take this off. I can now. If I made this video a week or two ago, I'd have had no fucking chance. But I'll take it off. Right. What's this? Just doing finger touches. These fingers are very numb. Do finger touches. Do that. Just flick your fingers. You get all the little fibres there contracting. Just sort of keep moving this, and then when you get to the legs, little things, leg extension. You can't see it here, but I'm doing a leg extension. So what I'm doing, there's not a lot of load on here because I'm sitting down and there's no weight. So I'm sitting down, the angle is literally about there. All I'm doing is that. Do 20 to 25 reps, 3 sets every day. I could literally doing that watching an advert or a TV show. I'm doing it now, just to promote a little bit of blood flow there, right to the knee, and obviously keeping this leg active. That's for the quad. In terms of the hamstring, I haven't been advised to do anything right now. I'm just taking baby steps still. Obviously, it's quite major to take a whole tendon out here, but what you can do, which I've been doing as well, I'm going to go through this in more detail in another video, but just walking. Walking promotes blood flow around the body, and going up the stairs and back down the stairs really engages the back of your hamstrings and your glutes, just keeping it active and warm. You don't want to run before you can walk. Unfortunately for me, I got so frustrated with it all, got so pissed off of getting change and just this whole process, as you do. I kicked the sofa, which I'm on now, Greeny'S corners sofa, nearly damaged it with my right leg. And what do you know? I yanked my leg. I was on the floor in agony. Luckily, I landed on my right side, but it is what it is. Just don't do that again. Keep it, slow and controlled. Don't kick things. Keep it cool, and that's it. So yeah, come up to Christmas, and you know, there's going to be drinking involved, but you know, it's all about having a good time, sharing it with family, and that's it. So I hope you found this video interesting, useful, and like I said, it's just baby steps. So with the leg extensions, 20-25 reps, 3 sets. Okay, then you got. So I didn't even talk about this. So we're talking about negative arm extensions. So with this, okay, imagine that's a pillow. All you're doing is just letting gravity happen. Yeah, you're just trying to get this here. That's not going to happen, but the more you can get it there, the better. But you just slowly go like this till you can't do it no more. Till you can't physically can't do it. Don't always do it in a pronated or neutral position, but I'll do it in a pronated position because it sort of keeps the muscle lengthened rather than sort of balled up. You're teaching the muscle to be lengthened with a pronated position, which means palm down rather than neutral. So with this, yeah, like that, very slow. Yeah, it's about as far as I can go. Imagine that's a pillow, and then you're slowly pushing that back up. And you can even do a little bit of flexion after a couple of weeks. Just listen to your physio and see what he or she says in terms of what you can do, right? What I also forgot to mention, with a shower, I'm going to keep reiterating this within videos in the future. But when you have a shower, don't have a hot shower, don't have a hot bath. It's going to make you sweat too much. It's going to cause evaporation, condensation around the arm. It's going to make you sweat. Essentially, that's what's going to make you sweat. So keep it cool. Cool showers, or sort of, you know, mid-cool, you know, in between hot and cold. Also avoid stress in the muscle. But yeah, these are little things that I'm not told. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if I think of anything else I've been doing, and also come up to the 4th week, I'm going to keep you updated then. Until then, I hope you guys have a good Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, yeah.